So my name is Bo. I'm in my second semester of my senior year. I am a major in criminology and IST. And if I had to say what I am, I'm just like European American, I guess.
So what's the problem, bro?
I think what we need to do is respect other people's opinions more.
Do you see this in your own life, like on social media?
All the time, yeah, every day.
Yeah, in your life.
Yeah.
But dude, like central right for some people would be like you're a far right neo-fascist. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say my personal opinion, if that's okay.
But conservatives will tend to be silent on a college campus because they will tend to be afraid of getting concerned about getting canceled or silenced or something.
Some people that would say conservatives are, Germany in the 1940s, for example.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but those people are but they're being very narrow-minded and very bigoted.
The left and the right in this country is, in my opinion, it's becoming increasingly divided. And if we seek more common ground, we can agree on more things, and there will be a lot less violence, less riots from both sides, of course, and just less politicians screaming at each other
Yeah.
and all that.
So I just want to push back on something here. So what's the problem?
I think what we need to do is respect other people's opinions more.
Okay, so big problem for you is us not listening or respecting to other people's opinions.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, I see it a lot online. Someone can have an opinion that they're entitled to, but, it's not political or anything like that. No matter what, someone's going to be silenced for what they're saying, or they're going to be ridiculed, even though they're being perfectly rational.
Even though they're just saying what they think or what they
Exactly,
think.
Yeah, their honest opinion.
So do you see this in your own life, like on social media and
All
stuff?
the time, yeah, every day.
Yeah? In your life?
Yeah.
Being silenced?
Yes.
Like, so what kinds of opinions?
Political opinions, to say the very least.
Oh, wait. You, in your thing, you identified as leaning conservative.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning conservative, like central right.
But dude, like central right for some people would be like you're a far right neo-fascist. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like for people on the far left, neo-Marxist, even just leaning a little bit to the right is like, oh my God.
Yeah, I can see it.
So how do you experience it? Like, what do you? Because this is a big issue, right? So strangely, here's your generation who's grown up with social media and all of these opportunities, with these phones to just put our voices out there and to listen to other people's voices and so on and so forth, and yet to like be slamming each other down. So what can you just say? What else? What do you say more about what you're seeing?
So it depends on the internet where you go, whether it's YouTube or the site called Reddit.
Reddit's far left, isn't
exactly,
it?
Yeah. I'm on there all the time.
I don't know how that is. Reddit's the front page of the internet.
I have no idea. I swear it just becomes a thing. People just flock to one platform.
Okay. All right.
And I use Reddit a lot, so I'm using different platforms. I'm not just talking about one group here, but for example, someone will say something like, you know what a subreddit is?
Yep.
A thread. There's no rule really pertaining to what kind of opinion you should have, but moderators, because they have a certain opinion, they will silence someone just because their political opinion, they disagree with them.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of a political opinion that you shared or have? I'll give you one, right? Okay. With the immigration, all of the immigrants on the southern border, we really need to do something about that. Like we got to handle that. That this is a problem.
Take, for example, someone who's far left. They wouldn't really see as much of an issue with that as someone that's more right. Because people who are more right, from my experience, what I see is they want everyone to be a citizen. And I've had friends who are more left. They say that immigration, the illegal immigration, is good for jobs. But I'm going to say my personal opinion, if that's okay.
Yeah, you can throw it out.
Okay, I'm just
Well,
saying.
it's from what you see. But your personal opinion, here's the thing though,
Yeah.
right? And I want to be really clear about this. Whatever your personal opinion is, if I push you a little bit, you'll shift that opinion in some other direction. Because, how old are you, 21?
23.
23, so you're young.
I mean, 22, sorry.
22, all right. So you're going to push your opinion is just, it's very short term, okay? But go ahead, throw an idea out. Doesn't have to be your
Okay.
opinion. Just throw an idea out that people on the.
Okay, I'm not going to share my opinion then.
By the way, you should know that those of you in the classroom, 25% of this classroom identifies as conservative. Okay, I know this because it's the same every semester. 25% of the classroom identifies as kind of really liberal, and 50% of the classroom is right in the middle. And at any moment, the conservatives will take liberal positions and the liberals will take conservative positions, and it just will all get mixed up. And, that's just how things roll. But conservatives will tend to be silent on a college campus because they will tend to be afraid of concerned about getting canceled or silenced or something. But that doesn't happen in here because you've got to have key ideas, but throw the idea out.
So I hear people with their argument, why not just get a citizenship?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why be illegal when it's just something I don't see, like the purpose of like just coming here illegally, like unless you have to, escape a financial crisis or any other of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
If you are capable, why not just get citizenship?
Okay.
And you'll be eligible for more jobs, more benefits, etc.
Okay. And if you're not capable, if the U.S. government says like, hey, that's cool, but we're not taking any more applications, so like, whatever.
Well, at that point, I guess, come on in. I don't know.
No. No, hold it. Take a conservative position here. I want to just throw this out there. Take a conservative position. I'll take it if you don't want to. It's pretty easy, but
Okay.
take a conservative position.
So
It's like, so Gabby's family, let's imagine they came here without documents. And they just were like, we got to feed, we got to survive, so we're just going to come here.
okay,
So what would a conservative say to that?
like if she came here illegally,
Yeah.
they would most likely. It depends on how far conservative you are too, but if you're very conservative, obviously you would disagree with that. They would
Okay.
say, why does she just have it easy? For example, that's what
Yeah.
they would say.
Yeah, like why do you get to do that? And
Yeah.
other people didn't get to do that.
Right.
Which is a fair comment. I mean, it's a fairness thing. Conservatives are really into fairness, Liberals, you think you're really into fairness? Conservatives are driven by the idea of fairness, right? There are going to be rules. We're going to set up rules. And if the rules aren't fair, then you got to go out and you got to change the rules. But there are going to be a certain number of rules, like in the case of immigration. And you got to follow the rules. There are a lot of people that want to come to the United States. So it's like, look, follow the rules. And if you don't follow the rules, then we're going to have a problem. We're going to send you back home or whatever. So it's not fair for you to sneak into the country when somebody else has been waiting patiently for a response from the U.S. government saying you can enter into the United States now. And you're just like, yeah, f it. I'm just going to go on my own. It's like, that's not fair. That's a conservative idea. Okay, so when I say it like that, how is that? Can you stand behind that? How is that to stand behind? Conservatives are really into fairness.
It will be viewed differently depending on where you stand politically. I know that because
Yeah.
I know some people that would say conservatives are, Germany in the 1940s, for example.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
got you. Yeah, but those people are but they're being very narrow-minded and very bigoted.
Well, yeah, but I know both sides can be like that too.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, definitely. I'm actually often very impressed by how narrow people can be in their thinking. Okay, so the problem for you The main problem is like people need to be more tolerant of other ideas so that we can share ideas. And then what will happen if we do that?
Okay. So I'm thinking, we need to seek common ground in our ideas. Just shush and think for a sec. Like, take into account, even if they have a stupid argument, just think, is there anything rational about what they're saying? Maybe you can find common ground and make the future better. Kind of work together on some ideas at least. Because I know the left and the right in this country is, in my opinion, it's becoming increasingly divided. And if we seek more common ground, we can agree on more things, and there'll be a lot less violence, less riots from both sides, of course, and just less politicians screaming at each other
Yeah.
and all that.
So I just want to push back on something here. You make an argument. I think your argument is dumb. Maybe I'm dumb. Like, what makes me think that I'm not the dummy? Like, what is that?
I think it's more of what you hear more often.
Yeah.
It's confidence, I believe. Someone can be unconfident, but they can seem like a liar when they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And that's because they're not hearing their side of the story more often.
Yeah.
Or they're not being agreed with.
Or they're not listening to the other side of the story more.
That's true too, yes.
So I have a couple ideas here is that people think they're educated. Many people think they're educated, but they've spent their entire lives around people who think like them. It's like, how are you going to be educated if you spend your entire lives with people who are like you? Like, you can't be educated. Educated is seeing the world from 1,000 different perspectives, or 1,000,000, or 1,000,000,000, or 1,000,000,000,000. And so if you, for example, the good thing about kind of arguing with people from different perspectives is you get challenged, right?
Right. So I think, once in a while, of course, you do have to have a challenge, but I think that encourages critical thinking. And you can solve more problems with that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. It's all about thinking. That's what we're doing here, is thinking. Okay. All right, dude. How was it to come out as a conservative?
No,
No, no, hang on. Let me change that. As a white guy conservative in Social 119.
So I wanted to be careful about what I had to say today.
Yeah.
And I feel that most of the campus is more left-leaning, of course. So maybe there's someone out there who wouldn't like me because of my political opinions. Like, no matter what they are, as long as I'm like on a different political spectrum than them, they might just, dislike you.
Yeah.
So I think people need to just get rid of that barrier and see you for your ideas themselves, not just because conservatives and liberals, you can be on the same side, quote unquote, but you can have very different arguments. I hear it all the time.
Oh yeah, totally.
But they always single out people who identify as something other than them, even though they might agree on the same things.
Yeah. First off, there's nothing that's all conservative or all liberal. I don't even know what those terms mean anymore, honestly. And I made a comment about conservatives are really into fairness. It's like, well, yeah, that's true at a level, but it's also very contextual. Liberals are also into fairness. They just define fairness in a different way. But one thing that, first off, dude, 25% of this classroom identifies as conservative. So that would be like that entire section up there and half of this section here. It's a lot of people, So that's why I'm having fun with. I identify as conservative. I lean conservative, by the way. So I guess because I'm also a white man. White man. It's just a thing. Eventually we lean conservative.